Aries, hello. Gonna do a week horoscope. It's actually longer than a week. It goes on till 2026, so April 2026. So it's about a little bit longer than a week. But I'll make this week quite specific. I want to go and separate this horoscope and like interpretation between very long distance 2026 planets lasting till and really like short 2-day transitions of the moon. Okay, so I just got a smell, a really strong smell of something. Just had my heater on. Okay, so I want to mention this because I don't think a lot of you have had this mentioned, and if you have, I'm sorry, I'm going to repeat it. But for the people that haven't heard this, I feel like it's quite relevant. Now, Uranus has been, the planet Uranus has been in Taurus now for a few months. And this is the planet that's going to be staying in Taurus, Uranus in Taurus, till the 25th of April 2026. So that is a very long time for this energy, and for whatever story to play out will play out, and how long that is lasting for. Generally, this energy here in Taurus means that in your house of money, in your house of personal wealth, in your house of your own value system, and how your own self-efficient, self-dependent nature is, mixed in with Uranus, who is like changing and improving everything. It's like it's time to make things better. So why I feel like this is very important, I have fellow Aries friends who are coming into lives that are changing, and a lot of that is to do with finances and how finances are coming to us, and how we deal with these finances, how we get these finances in the first place. And that's where Uranus comes in. It's basically, in a nutshell, improving everything. It's making lives better. So if there's a system for us to earn money, for example, that system might be, I need to go to work Monday to Friday, and I might need to work 40 hours in that week. And that money, now I'm self-sufficient. Now I can pay my bills, I can pay my rent, I can pay my car. Right, so what Uranus is doing is saying, okay, hold on a minute. There's a few years I'm going to be in here, and what I'm going to try and bring down is this light to you guys. Some insights. Let the system change around us. That would be a godsend for some of us. But let me also send you down this light, because Uranus is like wanting to send down this starlight of wisdom to help humanity, so that they can be more self-sufficient in regards to their personal belongings, values, materialistic stuff. So another example how this energy works, rather than me going, okay, so I need £5,000 to survive every month, but that's because I've got a Lamborghini, I've got a Ferrari, and I've got 12 dogs. And Uranus is saying, hold on a minute, why do you have 12 dogs? Why do you have a Ferrari when you live in a desert? it doesn't make sense. You don't need that. Uranus is like, you don't need that. Who are you, by the way? Uranus is like, how individual are you right now? Are you being your true, authentic, individualized, self-actualized self? Does your self-actualized being require a Ferrari and 12 dogs? Well, I don't know, Uranus. Do I need that? Well, if you do, carry on working like that. If you're happy with that, fantastic. Is that what's serving you? Is that what's serving better for everyone else? So, what's important here is just a change in how we do things, in how we've been doing something for such a long time. That 9 to 5 routine, for a lot of us, or some of you, that may not be the routine here. For some of you, it would be. And if that's the case, there's here a real invitation and a journey. There's a real journey. There's something awakening within us all of how we want to be self-sufficient. I'm going to do these pointy fingers again. How much money do I need to be myself? What do I need to feel secure within myself? It doesn't have to be money. More physical, material stuff. And I feel like it keeps going until it gets to like, it's still going, they're all very valid. And it gets to like, my own self-worth. Second house for you, Aries. Self-worth, self-esteem. Uranus is saying your own self-esteem comes with being you, being individual. Let the rest fall into it. Let the rest fall towards you. Because this energy is bringing into me a sense of security and stability and of peace of mind to you guys. In your second house, it's like, to me, anything that goes in the second house generally brings in money. Generally brings in stuff to help you feel stable and secure. So that the really, really, really important part is you feeling secure about yourself and within yourself, no matter what, no matter who, no matter how you are, no matter what's coming out of you, no matter how dark you are, no matter how light you are, no matter everything. As long as you are you. And you bring in a sense of bettering this world, improving the way we live life. Another planet, the next planet I'm going to mention to you. I'm moving fast. I need to move fast. Mars in Aries has been going on for ever. I think it's June this year. I'll put it here because you need to see how long it's been in Aries for, your ruling planet Mars. But it's gonna leave on the 7th of January after this very long period in Mars, Aries, into Taurus. So I'll briefly mention to you guys about this energy if you haven't really heard about it or have needed some awareness towards this energy. Mars in Aries, simply put, is a hell lot of fire. It's gonna like drive you, push things out your way. It's going to like bring the passionate parts of yourself out, so that the passionate parts of you inside yourself are coming out and are reflected outwardly, so that your experiences reflect how passionate you are or can be. And there's a lot of creative potential. There also is, or can be, a lot of fiery emotions, anger, frustration, rage, a lot, strong. Like, I can't hide from that shit. It's just like, desire. What do we desire in life to bring out into life? Mars, Aries. Basically, it's just made Mars like a lot more intense. It's a lot of powerful, creative, fiery energy, outwardly and inside. Remember, there's a reflection of the inside and the outside. So, to mention, it ends on the 7th of January, which is soon. This is the final week and a little bit of this energy. So I feel like it deserves a sense of respect. It deserves a sense of like appreciation and awareness. We have an energy here that has really moved a lot inside us and outside of us. And it's still very alive and it's still giving a lot. So we have the opportunity here to keep going with what's going on, move this energy towards something new that is happening, or there's an invitation, can be an invitation here. If you have been feeling more on the emotional side of things, the rage, the anger, the frustration, I think the connection to Mars and the connection to Earth here is quite important. Imagine yourself being in the middle there. And if this is a practice you could try, if you are wanting to go deeper into your fire, your own gut instincts, your own primal essence, the anger, rage, frustration, they can be doors into these realms of primal energy, into this primal gut, intuitive, reactive being that we have. Some of us have, a lot of us have inside of us, maybe all of us. Reconnecting with that. If you are feeling called to that, if you are feeling like, that sounds, I'm interested with that, generally speaking, it's an invitation to get in your belly. It can feel uncomfortable at first, hence why it's really important to ground. The ground is a real safety net and also a support, the true ground. Imagining you have a tail, your own animal, whatever animal you are, imagine you have a tail, and that tail sinks straight into the ground, connects you straight into the ground, and it's like an electrical circuit. Got all that energy going around, but you need to be able to ground it, otherwise it's just going to overload the system. And Mars can feed you. There's also an opportunity to direct this energy and focus it towards something outside of yourself. So an inward journey is very much doable and welcome, and outward expression is also very much focusing that towards something that you may need. It's very useful actually. So ends on the 7th of Jan. Thank you, Mars, for being in Aries, and it's going to go into Taurus again, your second house, again your house of money, again your house of self-esteem and values. It's going to help, going to be useful to, it's going to move again a lot in these themes for you, alongside Uranus. So these are your longer spread energies and archetypes coming through. So let's talk about the moon. So the moon on New Year's Eve, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and the 2nd is in Leo. Me personally, for me personally, the moon in Leo really asks to be seen, by other people, to be felt by other people, to be heard, to be able to express who we are to others, and be received and be felt in a warming way. A lot of us have had are on a journey. We're always on a journey, but new things may be coming through, old things that you've had for a long time. Anyway, something can be of yours that you can express, that you can share, that you can be seen in. And that's where the moon in Leo can really bring out this side of us that is like, for example, let me give you an example of friends. One of my friends, she's an amazing painter, amazing drawer, right? Well, actually, yeah. So she can draw and paint incredibly. So on New Year's Eve, something that she finds very comfortable doing. It's very natural for her. She's been doing it for a very long time, and able to do what she wants. Doesn't necessarily have to be for other people, but the appreciation generally comes from other people, but can still come from yourself, your own heart. Beautiful thing about Leo energy is heart energy. So if you are in an environment where you can share that with other people and you feel comfortable and safe to do so, it won't only feel good, but it will bring a sense of nourishment and security, and your ego and your being is going to be like, yeah, I can breathe, and I'm sharing an expression of myself. It can be very entertaining, it can be really warm to be around and inspiring to be around. Moon in Leo, 31st to the 3rd. Then the moon moves into Virgo for 2 days, the 3rd and the 5th. A Virgo moon is, to me, archetypally, the moon in Virgo has a tendency to put us a little bit in our heads. But in general, there is a real innocence and purity that comes from this energy. It's one of this like most humbling and like makes my heart a little bit melty, because I just want to be like soft, and I want to be I just want to be received soft. I want other people to be soft. I want the world to be just full of like softies and just more softies, and let's just be nice to each other. Let's just do things for each other. And like, as a woman crossing the road, this is my chance, I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna do that for her. Or like my grandma, she and my dad is like and I could really like help him, and I could really help her, and like, oh, I could do this for myself. And I'm like, energetically speaking, like I feel like it's very like, it's like a little like a rose, like a petal, like a flower. It's really beautiful in the right space, to allow ourselves to be soft, to allow ourselves to have that really pure, humble side to ourselves. It's humbling. So it's like that Leo moon is a bit more like, look at me, guys. This one is more like like, yeah, I mean, there's a part of me that wants you to look at me. There's a part of me that is like, no, I don't need you to look at me. So yeah, it moves slightly, it changes slightly, and it just like can offer can bring out your the real soft part of you. it can also be very like, I need to do something. Like, I'm not soft, I'm hard. Like, I need to yeah, I need to fix that. I need to fix this. I need to fix I need to fix that. What I've been doing is wrong. Like, what am I doing all this time? The maiden can bring a sense of like, this is how it's done, guys. Don't just do it anyway, you do it this way, and it's done properly. Moon in Virgo. So then from the 5th to the 7th, we're going to the moon in Libra. Now again, I'm raising these as an awareness. So if you remember the dates, as the moon cycle goes on, I feel like for you, Aries, I don't know why so much, but I feel like these days is really important about the day. Like, each day is important. So if I can bring you a step by step of the energies coming through, projected through from the moon, I think it feels good for me to do that for you guys, and I hope, yeah, it's appreciated. And Libra moon is a lot about this appreciation and feeling like you guys see me, and by you guys giving me feedback or reviews or feedback, that's all I need, then I don't know whether I'm doing things right or wrong. So there's a real beautiful, generous energy with the moon, but generally speaking, the moon in Libra can really feel like there's a side of us that really asks for some sort of feedback from other people. It's very healthy. It's very healthy for our character in this life. And if we never open to that, we never really see ourselves in the ways that other people can. Not in a way that is projecting our own ideas onto other people, but to naturally being ourselves is very important here. And allowing that feedback to come through can bring a sense of security again, of feeling good. All of these like moons, I'm telling you, are all there to help us feel good. They have the way to bring our own emotional security to a place that feels like, yeah, that feels good. Awareness is important because it can just become like too egoic, for sure, but there will be, I'm sure, awareness points in these cycles, and each day there are times where when we're more aware, where, oh man, I could really think about this awareness right now, because like there's a part of me that's really feeling that, and you know, that's very much, that's where the awareness can come in for ourselves, to understand a lot about ourselves and understand a lot about our ego structures, what we need to feel good. Don't always need to do these things for ourselves. We don't need to do that for ourselves all the time. But when we have those days, those times where life can just be day to day, and we want to like explore, experiment maybe, or just understand more, or just see life more, these will be helpful. And finally, the final moon I'm going to talk to you about, this goes up to the 9th, 7th to the 9th, is a Scorpio moon. Scorpio moon. I don't know why we ended on this, but this is how it is. The Scorpio moon will generally give us an opportunity to go deeper in ourselves. This can be uncomfortable, this can be scary, this can be death-like, but again, like Mars in Aries, that grounding connection to the earth and to Mars, they can also, with the same understanding of Scorpio, of that being inside of ourselves so deep, and like allowing ourselves to be in that space, that space that is almost nothing, that is almost empty. That space there is like truth. It is truth. And also on the actual the first day of Scorpio moon on the 7th is directly opposite Uranus in the second house. Uranus in Taurus in the second house, directly opposite. Only for like a day, really. Well, to me, it's like if you want it direct per degree, one day, it's the moon and Uranus on the 7th, between the 6th and the 7th, to give those 2 dates. Uranus is obviously, from what I was saying earlier, in your second house. It's doing things for the way you're living life in the physical world. It's just doing things through us. The moon here can really like help to integrate that into who we are. There's an openness to that nothingness, if that makes sense. Because that connection to those depths are like bringing us back, you know, to that truth that we need to anchor and ground ourselves into. Especially opposite Uranus, that Scorpio is just like, it is what it is. It is what it will be. The word trust comes through to me here. And there can be a fear of trust. But it's all unraveling. And that's where that truth comes through. And if you get the opportunity to really be in your own truth, in your own body, it may take being just with feelings. Chop the head off, get out just the feelings. Imagine if we had no thoughts that could be attached to my feelings, just energy, just feelings. Thank you for watching, Aries. Have a brilliant New Year's and rest of the year, and I will see you soon.